Living on our planet has always been risky. Over the past 540 million years, there have been 25 mass extinctions, 5 of which wiped out 90% of all life. But thanks to them, our ancestors got a chance for evolution. In this episode, I'll tell you about creatures that could have turned your life into a nightmare. If ammonites had survived to this day, you wouldn't be collecting shells on the beach. You'd be the shell. Their shells reached 6.5 feet in diameter, and inside lurked a ravenous predator with tentacles. Fortunately, they went extinct 66 million years ago, along with the dinosaurs. Many are afraid of piranhas, but what if I told you that 9 million years ago, the rivers of Argentina were home to a megapiranha, 3 feet long? It could easily bite off a person, and its bite force even surpassed that of a Tyrannosaurus rex. Modern saltwater crocodiles are already a terrifying sight. They reach 23 feet and weigh 4,400 pounds. But the Cretaceous-era Dinosuchus was far worse, 40 feet long, 18,700 pounds, with a toothy jaw capable of snapping a dinosaur in half. If big prey wasn't available, it settled for massive turtles and fish, which were also huge back then. For comparison, the bite force of a Deinosuchus exceeded 145,000 pounds per square inch. The Tyrannosaurus rex had nearly half of that. So it's not your fault, Rex. Well, there's not much to explain here. Take a dragonfly. Got it? Now, make it about 4.5 times bigger, so its wingspan reaches 28 inches. That's what a meganeura was. During the late Carboniferous period, or Carbon, these creatures were the top aerial predators, eating other insects. If a predatory dragonfly doesn't sound that scary, remember that a typical prey for the meganeura was the size of a pigeon. You probably wouldn't want to be swatting away such cuties every time you're heading to your summer house. The reason insects grew to such enormous sizes is simple. There was more oxygen in the air back then, and the tracheae worked more efficiently. That's why dragonflies breathed deeply. There were no fish yet, but nature said, hold on, 470 million years ago, and launched Camarasaurus into the world's oceans. This relative of modern octopuses, cuttlefish, and squids looked quite impressive. The creature hid in a shell up to 33 feet long. From under the shell's armor, grasping tentacles stuck out, and within them was a powerful beak. These extinct triangles can truly be considered Bermuda. In their depths, all prehistoric fauna disappeared. In the shell, there were insufficient sober trilobites and eurypterids. The mollusk ground them to dust. And the primitive animals actually walked straight into the mouth of the Camarasaurus. The prehistoric kraken lay at the bottom, waiting for inattentive prey to wander into its strike zone. Paleontologists searched for proof of the existence of giant pliosaurs for a long time. When they finally found it, they had to piece together a bone puzzle from 20,000 fragments. This led to the discovery of Predator X, an unknown beast measuring 49 feet in length. Later, it became clear this was a new species, Pelosaurus funki, with real sizes ranging from 33 to 43 feet. Even so, it remains one of the largest pliosaurs. As the top predator in its ecosystem, it fed on marine reptiles, including plesiosaurs and small pliosaurs, as well as large but slow fish. Would have done to you. It's better not to know. Speaking of a real monster, that would be Leviathan, a giant predatory sperm whale known as Leviathan melvillei, yes, named after the author of Moby Dick. Its 14-inch teeth made it an absolute record holder among predators. It likely hunted whales, using its massive tusks to pierce the fat layer and echolocation to find prey. But by the end of the Miocene, prey became scarcer and Leviathan disappeared. Today, its closest relative is the sperm whale, but it will never be the true Leviathan. Let's start with the earliest times, 380 million years ago. Back then, life was just starting to colonize the land, and there were no dinosaurs on Earth. But underwater, everything was different, and the king of the seas was Dunkleosteus, a giant fish reaching up to 20 feet in length. Its powerful jaws with bony plates turned it into a true killing machine. Not even the largest dinosaur of that time could compete with it. Then there's Argentavis, a giant bird that could easily replace an airplane wing. Its wingspan was 23 feet, and it weighed only 220 pounds. It is believed that it could have attacked saber-toothed tigers and stolen their prey. This bird lived 5 million years ago, but why it disappeared is a mystery. What about giant marine creatures? Sea scorpions, which lived 325 million years ago, could grow up to 8 feet in length. Despite their resemblance to modern scorpions, they were much larger and were the biggest arthropods in Earth's history. And now, Andrewsarchus, a predatory mammal from Central Asia. With a body length of up to 14 feet and a weight of around 2,200 pounds, this beast could have competed with even the largest predators. So, the Earth in those times was full of giants that we can only imagine. You've heard of Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent from Aztec legends, right? Well, there was its prehistoric counterpart, giant pterosaur, a true king of the sky with a wingspan of 39 feet, almost like a passenger airplane, and a height of about 33 feet. But it weighed only 220 pounds. Lightweight, yet fearsome. Imagine this monster, a huge toothless beak, long jaws, feeding on fish and carrion. And the most impressive part, it could take off from the ground without a running start. No need for a runway, just a flap of its wings, and up into the sky. Its closest relative was Pteranodon, but this monster was far more imposing. Now let's move on to those few people don't really like scorpions. You don't like them either? And that's for the best. Each year, 1 million people get stung by them, and 3,000 die. But if you're a fan of these creatures, you'd have loved the Carboniferous period. Imagine walking along the shore of an ancient ocean, breathing air full of oxygen, so much so it might make you faint. And at your feet, 28-inch scorpions are scuttling around. Like a small dog, only with pincers. Sounds like the perfect vacation, right? Imagine what it would be like to run from Titanoboa, which lived 60 to 58 million years ago. This giant snake could reach 46 feet in length and weigh about 2,200 pounds. It didn't feed on small creatures, only giant crocodiles and turtles, with which it shared its territory. Meet Arthropleura, the largest millipede in Earth's history. Picture a creature 8 feet long with an armored body that could scare anyone with insectophobia. But don't worry, it was herbivorous, although it might have snacked on small animals if lucky. Now, let's talk about Zeugloptera, huge blood-sucking creatures resembling water striders that sucked blood from pterosaurs. Millions of years ago, they reached up to 1 inch in size, traveling on the wings of pterosaurs around the world. And now, the Megalodon, a giant shark 66 feet long and weighing 88 tons. It was a true sea monster, devouring whales, turtles, and even orcas. Megalodon's 250 teeth allowed it to bite through even struggling prey. It went extinct about 3 million years ago, but some believe it might still be alive. What do you think? Also check out our other videos. It will be very interesting. See you soon.